On September 23, 1845, the first organized baseball team is established in New York City. The team is called the New York Knickerbockers, and it adopts a set of 20 rules for the game developed by founding member Alexander Cartwright and a committee of his teammates. Although most of the rules were not original, they are the oldest surviving codified rules of the game, and many of them are still in use today. These include a diamond-shaped infield with bases set 90 feet apart and foul territory outside the first and third baselines. Additionally, the Knickerbocker Rules established 3 strikes per out and 3 outs for each side per inning. They also set the standard for tagouts and forceouts, and formalized the role of the umpire. Some major Knickerbocker rules that are no longer in use were that pitches had to be tossed underhand, and that the first team to score 21 runs was the winner, as there was no set number of innings. The Knickerbockers were, however, still an amateur team. Cartwright was, for example, a bank clerk and a volunteer firefighter. The first professional baseball team was the Cincinnati Red Stockings, now known as the Reds. The club was founded in 1866 and had a full roster of paid players by 1869. Alexander Cartwright was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York, in 1938. His plaque describes him as the father of modern baseball. But where did the team nickname Knickerbockers come from? Well, renowned author Washington Irving used the pseudonym Diedrich Knickerbocker for his 1809 satire, A History of New York. Irving went on to become internationally recognized for his short stories, including Rip Van Winkle and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. He also founded a circle of writers in New York City that he called the Knickerbocker Group. The term Knickerbocker soon became synonymous with New York City and its early Dutch inhabitants. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a symbolic figure known as Father Knickerbocker was a popular representation of the city, depicted wearing a cotton wig, a 3-cornered hat, buckled shoes, and knickered pants. New Yorkers themselves became known as Knickerbockers. The moniker was adopted in 1946 by New York's NBA team, who eventually shortened the nickname to Knicks. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1779, Scottish-American naval commander John Paul Jones exclaims, "I have not yet begun to fight." In 1806, the Lewis and Clark expedition returns triumphantly to St. Louis after 2+ years. In 1846, astronomer Johann Gottfried Galle discovers the planet Neptune at the Berlin Observatory. In 1889, the Nintendo Company is founded in Kyoto, Japan as a playing card manufacturer. In 1913, French aviator Roland Garros becomes the first to fly a plane non-stop across the Mediterranean. In 1933, geologists from America's Standard Oil Company land in Saudi Arabia to search for oil. In 2020, Finland's Helsinki airport begins using dogs to screen passengers for COVID-19. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. Who was the U.S. Supreme Court's first Chief Justice? John Blair, John Jay, John Marshall, or John Rutledge? Think you know the answer? Drop your guesses in the comments below. Find out if you're right next time on Today in History. You made it through Today in History. Nice work. Now treat yourself. Click the video on the right for what happened yesterday in history. Still can't get enough? The link on the left's got the whole playlist buffet. Want to make history a daily habit? Click my face in the middle to subscribe.